Hey beautiful Libras, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for joining me here, and I hope you're doing fabulous. Libra, I've said my prayers for you, blessings to you, protection to you. Animal kingdom. Animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us. They've been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have lessons to share with you that will open your heart and your soul. Oh, gee. Ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth in many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. Reach out. We know you're reaching out right now for help due to the current situation. Support is as much about physical act of accepting help where offered, as it is about the emotional benefits of learning, and that it's okay to accept support, however it's presented to you. Self-love. Now is the time to love, nurture, heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. So your animals are here helping you to remain open. Our little animal friends, furred, feathered, teaching you. Pay attention to your spirit animals as well. Helps you stay connected. You may have a tendency to pull away from that connection as you journey through life. Now is an important time to reconnect to source. Synchronicities. You're noticing signs and synchronicities that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time. People and situations in your life are not appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from spirit world to help you for a specific reason. Choices. When you accept the responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen and appreciate to the intuitive wisdom that's inside of you and apply it positively and consistently to your inside world. It's telling you to give back. Today is not the day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. It is about giving back without thoughts of expectations of getting anything in return. Reach out and touch other people's spirits, as it's highly likely that someone today really needs it. So you're getting clues and synchronicities. Your animals might be acting strange or giving you clues or acting unusual. Pay attention to these creatures because they're telling you to stay connected somehow. Someone really needs your help. Step out of your comfort zone. Fiery climax approaches. Luck is on your side. Expect powerful change. You are good enough. Work through your fears. What are these synchronicities, Spirit, that Libra needs to know about? What about these spirit animals? Could be a child. Someone is depressed. This could be someone in your family. Or someone who's like family you're not speaking to or not communicating with. Someone's sick and tired. So someone's angry. There could be some resentment. Well, this is Empress energy, stability, home. So somebody is like, because of hurt. Oh my God. So there is some kind of drama going on here. Someone's holding a grudge. Someone's holding on to some bitterness, some anger. And there's some synchronicities that are going on. Pay attention to the signs. Oh. Okay, it's looking like somebody is forming a plan here. Hang on, Libra. It looks like somebody's fears. So, what it's looking like, somebody is making some sort of plan here. They want to reach out to this Empress energy. Now, it's about a family situation. It's not about a love situation. Okay? It's about a family situation. And it's involving a child. So somebody's trying to make some kind of plans here. Somebody else does not want this child talking to this Empress. If this bitterness does not get let go of, it's like somebody's expectations are too high. They feel like, well, I'm not giving something because why should I give? I didn't get nothing of it. That's the whole idea of giving. Giving is with the expectation of expecting nothing back in return. So why would somebody give somebody something and then expect something in return? So somebody's holding a grudge about something from the past. Yep. It's about giving. It's a time of giving, not receiving. So somebody's like, well, I ain't giving them nothing. I ain't giving them nothing. Because I'm not going to get it back. Well, somebody's being tested here. This is a test. It is. Out of fear. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Somebody has passed away, and it's like they didn't contribute anything to, like, I hate when I get messages like this. Somebody has passed away, and oh my God, how do I say this? How do I put this into words? Somebody did something out of the kindness of their heart. Okay? They did. They did not expect anything back in return. They could have contributed. They could have been very generous. They could have paid for everything. It could have been funeral expenses. It could have been like they gave it from the goodness of their heart. It's like they could have been a care provider. They could have paid for everything. They never expected a dime in return. It's out of consideration of their heart. You've got somebody over here excessively fucking greedy who's like, well, I ain't contributed nothing. I ain't giving nothing. I ain't putting anything in. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. Well, that's what they get. They're stifling their own blessings by being greedy. Somebody is being tested. Their heart is being tested. Their heart space is being tested. Someone's like, They're holding a grudge from the past. Okay, that has nothing to do with the present. Nothing. It has nothing to do with the present. So it's the next generation down. So it's carrying on from generation to generation. Well, my parents hated this person, so now I have to hate this person over some stupid bullshit that didn't matter in the first place. They're like, I can't do these messages. People never take the time out of their life to show appreciation for people. They only look at it from their own perspective. They're only looking at it from their own perspective. They're not looking at it from a higher perspective. So they can only see their side of the story. This is someone who is not even looking at the other side of the story and is trying to like someone was very generous here. Extremely generous. Never expected a penny in return, which is why they're being blessed. So Spirit is testing people's hearts to see how open they are, to see how giving they are. Somebody is trying to prevent either a child from associating with this Empress, this is greed. Spirit weighs our hearts. Like, a person could have like a lot of money. For example, they could have a lot of money, but they give nothing. And they expect everything back in return with interest. You know what I mean? But what did they give? They gave nothing. But you got somebody else who gives their last dollar. You know, they don't have much to give, but they give it without expecting anything back in return. So who is the real greedy one here? Who's the one who is really the greedy one? If you can't give something with an open heart, you're better to not give at all. If you have to resent the fact that you gave something, it is better for you not to give anything at all. If it cannot be done and given with an open heart, for a good purpose or a good reason, you are better not to give unless you can do it with an open heart. Because what this has done is create animosity. This is creating like what I did for you. This is creating, it's greed. Someone has the money to give or has but they give little. They give nothing. It's someone who only had their last dollar or led their last token would say, here, you need it more than I do. And does not expect it back in return, is being blessed. Someone's being too greedy here. Okay? They're being too greedy. It's like, I expect, okay, but they've given nothing, really. This person has really not given anything, but they expect to be given. This is like a sense of entitlement. This is about entitlement. Well, because I'm affiliated or because I'm associated with this Empress energy, that the Empress should, give to me, give to me, give to me, give to me. But they give nothing back in return. This Empress energy might have been down and out, might have been gave their last dollar away to help others. No, it's okay. You need it more than I do. You need it more than me. Pardon me, my throat wants to close. So someone does not want me to say this message, but it's the truth. Never judge a book by a cover. You never know who is an angel in disguise. Someone has got a very cocky attitude here, a very self-centered attitude here, a sense of entitlement. They think that they should receive something, but have given nothing. They feel a sense of entitlement, but they did not contribute. They backstabbed. They talked about people behind their back. They caused stress. They caused people to worry. They caused all this mayhem and gave nothing. Expecting, Spirit is testing people's hearts right now. Because this is somebody over here, this Empress is very generous. This is somebody over the years of their life, over the course of their life, have given much. Like, they've given the shirt off their back or the last dollar in their wallet. They may have even gone, broke, helping others. Saying, don't worry, you don't gotta give it back. I did it because I wanted to help. I'll figure out a way. Don't worry about me. I'll figure out a way. Extremely generous with their time, their energy, and their resources. Never expecting a thing back in return. They're being extremely blessed. That's what Spirit is saying here. It is not a time to receive. It is a time to give back. Someone's over here in greed mode, thinking that there's a sense of entitlement. There is a sense of entitlement. They think that they should be receiving when they should be the ones giving. Because it depends on your perspective. Someone thinks that they should be receiving, but in fact they should be giving. They're looking at it from a narrow point of view. This is a problem about finances. And they've got greed mode on. And they're going, well, I should be entitled to receive. I should be entitled to have. I should be entitled to receive this. Why? What did they contribute? Is this a namesake? This is an earth angel. Who has been extremely generous. Who has literally, probably, and likely given the shirt off their back. Anybody who needed a helping hand. Gone without so others could have. And somebody over here with a sense of entitlement figures they're entitled to have what the Empress has. And gave nothing. See, this is an Empress who gave unconditionally. There's no conditions. I just did it because I thought you needed a helping hand, or I did it because I'm trying to make you an offer, or because I care about you, or because I love you. And someone's got their nose out of joint. Someone's got their nose out of joint because they figured like they were going to tie their strings to the Empress's apron here and get a free ride off the Empress. Yet the Empress was very generous, very giving, willing to help, willing to do whatever it took, out of love, out of like unconditional love. Here, do you need my help? What can I do to help you? Generous, generous. But this one over here has a sense of entitlement, feels entitled to what the Empress has, but did nothing to contribute, did nothing to offer assistance, did nothing to offer nothing. Wanting a free ride off the Empress's back. A sense of entitlement, like I'm entitled to this. I'm entitled to it. The Empress shouldn't have that. The Empress shouldn't have this. The Empress shouldn't have that. But they did nothing. They offered nothing. In fact, they did the opposite. They were holding a grudge. They were jealous. They were envious. They were backstabbing this Empress. They were talking shit about their family. Talking shit about whoever this Empress is. And now they feel a sense of entitlement. That they're entitled to a portion of what the Empress has. Well, if that's the case, then they should be giving unconditional love. They should be offering help. They should be offering condolences or offering to assist somehow. But they don't. They're sitting with a sense of entitlement. Like because their name is attached to the Empress somehow, or they're related to the Empress somehow, that they should have what the Empress has. But they don't want to suffer for it. This is a person with a sense of entitlement. Like, I'm entitled to it. I'm entitled to it. And the funny thing is, had they been open, had they been generous, the Empress would have been glad to give. But the Empress has already been generous. But had this person come straight forward and offered some assistance or offered some kind of act of generosity, the Empress it would have been all on. The Empress would have opened the floodgates for whoever this is. But because of their greedy nature, this Empress is like, I would rather give that money to a stranger who would be more appreciative. I would rather use this funding to help those in need. I would rather help other people who showed appreciation, who showed that, it's like paying it forward. I know that this person over here only has 50 cents to their name, but if they had 50 cents in their pocket, Empress is going, I know that they would use that 50 cents to assist someone else because they're generous of nature. Those are the people that the universe blesses. Those are the people that the universe wants to assist, wants to bless, because they know darn well they're not going to be greedy with it. Greed begets greed. And generosity begets generosity. So they have it twisted. This is a very generous, giving, caring Empress who's been extremely generous throughout their life. Their whole life, they've been a giver. That's why they have. This has been a taker who thinks that they have a sense of entitlement to have whatever the Empress has, yet did no work to get it. Not even nice to the Empress. No, just cold, callous, backstabbing, shooting them in the back and then with a smile on their face, with their name attached somehow to the Empress's star. Trying to get a free ride off the Empress, offering no assistance, offering no help, but criticism and greed. And that's why they're in a state of poverty. And they're getting nasty about it. They're in a state of poverty, being nasty about it, that I was entitled to this. I was entitled to that. I should have had this. How come I didn't get this? How come I didn't get that? That's because they're fucking greedy. And Spirit blesses those who are generous in nature, who give without any expectation of receiving anything back. This is an energy who will help anybody out when they're down on their luck. You need some food? Can I help you with food? Can I help you with gas? Can I help you? How can I help you? Oh, it's okay, it's okay. You don't got to pay me back. I'm not expecting it back. But I am certainly at the point here, this Empress is going, I'm at the point now that, you know what? You're not entitled to that. You're not entitled. What makes you think you're more entitled than somebody else who is stuck? This person showed more generosity by giving what they had. They had very little, but they gave the most because they had very little to give. And this Empress at one time had very little to give. Very little to give. But they gave a lot. Well, it is my last dollar, but if you need it more than me, I'd gladly help you out. It's okay, you don't gotta pay it back. I was just glad that I could offer some assistance. Just glad that it helped. I hope it made your day better or your life better. You know what I mean? This one over here, gimme, 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 gimme. I'm entitled to it. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. But they didn't lift a finger to frickin' do anything. They're not even nice. They're rude. They're arrogant. They've caused nothing but pain and suffering in people's lives with their sense of entitlement. This is a narcissistic feminine. You should have this. I should have this. It should be mine, mine, mine. It's like that frickin' Lord of the Rings, the Gollum, again appears. What gives them the right, Spirit is saying, to have an expectation? See, this Earth Angel tests people. Tests their generosity. It looks like they fed them when they were hungry, clothed them when they had nothing, and it was never good enough. They expected more, more, more. Spirit is saying people have a problem with sense of entitlement. What makes you think you're entitled? God will bless those who God desires to bless. Best thing you can do is be nice. And stop being greedy. But this one, they're greedy. They are greedy. They're holding a grudge. And I think they're using a child as collateral, as bait. Why do we live in such a society that has become so entitled, a sense of entitlement? Because I am affiliated with or related to an empress and they might have managed to pay dirt. Why did this other person feel entitled to have what the empress has out of a sense of entitlement? They have just disallowed the very essence of generosity. This empress would have been extremely generous. We're being tested. We're in times where we're being tested. This empress is like, well, if if I've got to give them anything, I would rather go to the homeless and give it to the homeless first. Because they're more deserving. They have no expectations. They're not expecting it. And if they're not careful, that's likely what this Empress will end up doing. Don't put it past an Empress, you know. They know who's in the attitude of gratitude and who is not. And they will gladly be generous to those who they can give freely to without attachment. You know what I mean? This Empress will give when they feel led to give. And they will give when they feel like they are being asked to give by Spirit. They're Spirit led. And if Spirit has told this Empress to not bless certain people, that's what they're going to do. They're obedient. They're obedient. And if the Empress decides that the Empress is going to pay it forward to a homeless person or someone who really needs it, that's what the Empress is going to do. Someone feels entitled to what this Empress has. Someone feels a sense of entitlement that they somehow are more privileged or entitled to what the Empress has. Because they might be related or because they might be affiliated. But this Empress is like, you know what? God's really been telling me to assist this homeless person. That Empress is going to assist that homeless person. Because they're not entitled. Or Spirit would have blessed them as it was. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we're all tested upon this earth. Nobody's entitled. You know what I'm saying? This person is beyond the sense of entitlement. Like it is their God-given right to have what the Empress has because of their affiliation through a family connection. That they're so like entitled to it. And they're not. They're not. And they're stifling their own growth by being in that energy because, like I said, this Empress would have been very generous. We're being tested on a daily basis of our openness, and our hearts are being tested. They are indeed. sense of entitlement does not work on an Empress. Empress will do what they're led by spirit to do. If they want to help somebody who is a complete stranger, they're going to help somebody who's a complete stranger. And they may choose to help that stranger even more than a family connection. Because the Empress knows that this stranger or this person is just less fortunate, not less blessed. That person is more generous. It's like, could have been a homeless person who said, "You okay? You okay, Empress? Can I buy you a cup of coffee? Do you need something? You looking down today. Is there something I could do to make your day better? I don't have much to give, but if you need help, I can help you." Little did they know that this Empress could have been a multimillionaire, testing them to see how generous they were. Says, "You know what? I think I'm going to bless this person with $1 million. I'm going to bless this person with $50,000 just because nobody else offered me help. Just because they didn't expect me to pay it back. They just offered me a sandwich, or they just offered me a cup of coffee and said, no, I just wanted to see your day. I just wanted to see you smile today. You made my day. I get to buy you a cup of coffee and I don't expect anything back in return. If you're hungry, I'll share my sandwich with you. Do you want half my meal?" Empress is like, "Yeah, I'll take the coffee. You sure you don't want nothing for that?" No, no, no. They got more out of a complete frickin' stranger than a family relative. Who gave more? The one who had nothing. Because what they gave was genuine. And what they gave, they did not expect anything back in return. And I think that people are getting blessed. And I think there are angels out there that are going around blessing people. I really do. I think that there are real angels, life angels that are out there going amongst the people and weighing people's hearts. You never know when you're in the company of an angel. Be careful how you treat people, because this is coming out strong. Like, I don't know, something to do with animal critters too. Like, you might have, like, gee, that person has a really nice dog. Their dog liked this person. That's why I decided to give you that, because my dog liked you. Or my dog told me to give it to you. You know what I mean? Somebody could just been, it's okay. I've been down. I've been out. I understand. Maybe, you know, can I get your dog some food? Well, that'd be really nice. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, we're being tested. And there, I swear that there are angels hitting the streets here, testing people's gifts of humanity. You may come across an angel, or you are one. But you're not giving for the sake of entitlement's sake to someone who feels a sense of entitled, like it's mine, I'm entitled to it, I was, this is for me, me. No, you're going to give to the one who is generous of nature. It's about humility and being humble. Some spiritual lessons being taught. It's like Spirit's trying to give you a clue, give you a heads up of what. Yeah, just because someone is affiliated does not mean they're entitled. What if I, say I had a bunch of money, which I don't, but say I did, and I want to leave it to someone who offered me care over my own bloodline because they had a sense of entitlement, I'd be entitled to do so. Something like that is going on here. Take care, everyone, and good luck.